watch, you better rock a tech. You want the chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch?
Welcome to Woodsville, bringing you the good news and the bad news of crypto. My name is Wayne.
And my name is Manish.
Now, if you like money in crypto, make sure to hit the subscribe button, guys. Let's see. Do Kwon. I don't know what's going to happen to this guy. Look at these guys. My God. Myself and Manish, we got in here very early. We take this, you want to call it gambling, or we can call this as a donation back to Do Kwon. It's like a donation. No, I mean, not to mock this guy. I think I do admire that he had tried his best to try to create something stable, right, for the environment. This is life. I mean, myself and Manish, we are both in the tech field. There are a lot of projects in the technology field that fails. If you can ask Manish, there are only a few actually successfully move. So if you look at some of the news, I don't know. Let us know in the comment section, guys, what you think. Is it a good time to get in? I know some of the YouTubers got in at $90 and
the market, the social media is flooded with this news, the Terra news. There's lots of speculations going around. Some YouTubers are claiming that it will come back to the same price. Oh my God, there are lots of speculations.
Yeah.
But it created a biggest, I would say, that scare in the market, that coin like a Terra Luna and such a strong, stable coin can crash like this.
I think CZ maybe might have helped him. Maybe he
Yeah.
called, look at this, guys. We are watching this live. No, let's look at this. Wow, look at the sell-off. Crazy sell-off.
Crazy sell-off.
So now the traders are coming in.
I know yesterday we were looking the trend now. It was literally gave me a glimpse that it's a rug pull. No, it was like a it was over here, right? It was just crashed.
Crazy. Yeah, I remember we had this video, the guy scream,
The
the
guy
rug pull.
scream, the rug pull, the one line drop. Oh my God, what is happening?
I don't know. Do Kwon now has to let this thing simmer down, right? I think the idea was to hit the floor, and then but a friend sent me something. Manish, I'm going to read this out, but I'm going to mask the name of the company behind the so-called Terra Luna attack. So special thanks to Lester. But could this be truth or could this be fake? I don't know. So I'm going to read out to you. Some guys borrowed, or some company, a group of people, borrowed 100,000 BTC from Gemini. Okay. And apparently it appears in their loan book. Okay. They swapped 25K of that Bitcoin into UST. Now, this was already done quietly in anticipation of the attack. Now, whether this is true or not, guys, don't quote me. I'm just reading what it is. It could be fake news, possible. But more digging has to be done, okay? But just hear us out. Okay, so when the time was right, they called up Do Kwon at Terra Foundation and said they wanted to sell a lot of BTC for UST. Now, as it was a large trade, they told him that they did not want to move the market, and they asked if he could likely buy their large block of BTC at a discount for UST, thus lowering the UST liquidity significantly. Okay, at that point, this group of folks dump all their BTC and UST, causing a massive slippage and triggering a cascade that forced the selling in both assets. Now, the real problem was that this group of people knew that Anchor Protocol, which holds a lot of Luna, was a Ponzi scheme. Okay, and because Anchor, I think Luna, Anchor Protocol offered about 20%. Right now, it's about 18% APY, guys. Okay, and that this crash would trigger more withdrawals than Anchor can repay. Now, this forced the withdrawals, and selling would trigger a massive sell-off, as you see in Luna, and thus breaking the $1 peg and wrecking the market further, right? So this group of people now can then buy back the BTC cheaply to repay the loan and pocket the difference.
Wow.
Meanwhile, billions of longs of Bitcoin VAR was wiped out. This, guys, is pure market manipulation. So a special thanks to Lester. Great,
Wow, 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 wow.
very powerful, Manish.
Very
Very
powerful, very
powerful.
powerful.
This game, my God. I mean, I do apologize, guys. I can't reveal who is this group of people. Definitely not Tron. Because Tron also just recently pumped in about $2 billion to try to back up. So now what's going to happen, if you can see a lot of things coming in the news, let me just show you. So you have the SEC, Gensler says that crypto exchanges are also trading against clients, right? Very important, because in a stock market, is considered as a financial asset. So insider information, the market makers are betting against their own clients. These things were actually kind of almost eradicated, right? I think that's why, because the SEC governs that, they want to have the same thing in the crypto space, to make sure that exchanges do not manipulate the market by seeing buyer and seller and then making the difference in between. I mean, that's how market makers make, right? They ensure liquidity between buyer and seller and make the hedge. But most of them knows how to play the game. And in the crypto space, the exchanges, someone has this info and they can play both the bulls and the bears. So it is manipulation.
Yeah, in
And
the exchanges, it happens the manipulations, no, because
yeah,
they have a power, they have a money, they can just
not in
buy
the
this.
stock market, Manish, because
No, yeah, stock
crypto.
market is regulated.
Ah,
It's regulated, so there is no chance.
correct.
And if somebody does this, it's come up as a fraud, and it will be a big news. But in
Exactly.
crypto, it's not possible, no, because
Yeah,
it's from which wallet to which wallet it transfer so immediately, and then exchange has lots of money. They can manipulate immediately. They can pump and dump.
right. They can pump and dump, and that's why the SEC is going to come hard. And you can even look at Janet Yellen, right?
Mm.
Also spoke about the Terra depegging underscores, right, and the need for regulatory framework. So guys, I think what's going to happen is that anything that is not pegged to the US dollars or potentially gold, when it's using algorithms, which is basically smart contracts, they are going to come hard now,
Yeah,
to
possible. And all the C5 projects, right, will be regulated under the exchange,
yeah. So
because it's the hardcore earn money. Suddenly you see what is happening,
yeah, I mean,
and
look at
now.
these guys. Oh my God. I mean, I was shocked to see $101 all-time high,
And think,
right?
if this would have happened to USDT, what would be the case? My God, yeah,
Yeah,
the entire people, those
entire. But
all the look at that, look at that. My
look,
God,
look at these guys. Look at this. This is a massive. I mean, look,
massive!
hike.
You see, have you
100.
seen in the normal situations, if a token or crypto doing like this?
Oh my God.
My God, it's massive crash.
Massive. 6 of Feb.
It happens only when there is a hack, when there is a rug pull, or
99.42%, guys. That's how crazy this whole entire thing broke. And what I revealed to you guys just now, for those who are coming in, you can actually watch back this replay. May have truth in that. May have truth. I
I
don't know.
think we should play the yesterday Luna video if you have it, because that gives a complete overview of Luna, how Luna works, the entire framework.
Yeah. Let me just run through this and I'll play it just before we end the show,
Yeah,
Manish.
yeah.
Yeah. So let us know, guys, in the comment section if you want us to play that video at the end, but I will still play that. So Luna have crashed, right? We know of all of this collapse. Nothing fantastic, nothing to talk about, but I think the most important is how is he going to recover. I think what Do Kwon is actually saying is that we will let the market go down, normalize itself, so then the only way is up. Now, of course, just a couple of hours back, I was also shocked because I was speaking to a friend, and it was at maybe about $5, five US, and then suddenly another friend just texted me and said, "Hey, 90 cents now." So you're getting it at its price is about 70 cents. That this is just like maybe a few hours back, and right now we are up 400%, guys.
400%. Yeah.
400%.
So
That
that's
means if
why I
you
think we were talking also, if we dare to put 10K now,
you walk away with 40,000 now.
40,000 now.
That is provided there's liquidity in the market, but
But even though if you hit 40K, not sure whether you will be able to take out from the Binance or any other major exchange. because Binance they still have a restrictions to Terra, right?
Yeah. This is going to be a tough one. There's some incoming messages also, basically. So I think Tron sensed. I think Tron understood it.
Mm.
On the attack, guys. There could be some hints that is given.
Mm-hmm.
So the Tron DAO deployed 2 billion to protect TRX following the Luna crash.
Mm.
So it's possible that all of this is actually a Ponzi, right? They know about it. But so long as they can create value, right, perception in the market of buyers and sellers, they did not have to actually protect the entire protocol. But now, since because of UST and a lot of ice is on it, and people are starting to dig, and a lot of things coming out, most of these folks that are not pegged to US dollars or some form of collateral and just using pure coding, they start to now hedge and protect to prevent. Look at this potential attacks against TRX. So I believe there's something that's happening behind that information that I got. I am not too sure whether it's true. It could be wrong. Don't hold it against me, but it's just given. It makes sense. It makes sense logically, right? So of course the algorithms, stable coins and new coins, they burn Luna, led up to the drop. He tweeted in this outline, right? That saying that the funding rate of shorting the TRX on Binance has exceeded 100% APR and has gone nearly to 400%. So people are learning about what happened to this, and they are trying to actually do the same for this coded algorithmic tokens, and kind of make money in the downtrend, right?
Mm.
So yeah, you look at this, Bancor goes lives, right? Also protection against impermanent loss. So guys, I mean, while it sounds too good to be true, I think everybody is slowly learning, especially if you came in the crypto space about 1 to 2 years. We have seen massive chaos. It is a cowboy town. You have scams, you have hacking, right, on exchanges. You have protocol failures. Everybody talk about some fixed API. We had the DAO. We went into the rebases. We went into the nodes, all across the board, right? These are ideas of innovation
Yeah.
that either make or break. So, and to add matters to these matters, right? We have all the external things, right? The war, the oil prices, China as the world currencies. We have the so-called dying dollars. The Feds are going to increase 5 more times, guys. So they already done it twice this year, and they have to continue to increase the thing. So the Dow Jones, the SPN, S&P 500 is also taking a hit. So you got external effects, you have internal issues, and then you have the technology itself that is failing. So
The technology, we have seen many of the project, right? If you see our journey throughout 1 year, right?
Yeah.
Gone through many things in past 1 year. We tried lots of DAO options.
Right.
There is a time wonderland. It's a charge. Is static. Also, one of the stable coin.
Stable
Right?
coins.
So all these where we have seen it, somehow the project started. They had a great vision,
Right.
but they couldn't continue on in the long term with the code, the smart contract what they have it, either
Right.
technology failure, it's a security failure, some people was also hacked. So there are various reasons. There very few projects, if you see, right, they come with the visions, the long term goal, and they survive for a long period.
Right. And guys, I mean, basically what Mani is saying is that the technology works, protocol works. What the issue is, first of all, it takes old money to pay the new investors, right? So when people talk about utility, you guys got to be very clear what is actual utility. Meta Hero is a proper utility because why? He built something in 3 cities, hopefully to raise more money to expand. You can see something physical. Block, if they build that actual metaverse, right, which is going to take a very long time. I
Very
have
long
not
time.
seen anything yet. So there's no utility. Anything other than that, you got to always ask about a revenue model. Really look at it. I mean, how do they really make money? If you come across about taking another investor's money to pay. That's Ponzi, guys, right?
That's spongy, because
Yeah.
if somebody is investing it, you completely depend on the money flow.
Yeah.
you you take out one money and give back to somebody else. So
Right.
this way you cannot sustain for a longer period until you have a revenue model or utilities. That is very important. In many of the cases I have seen that the project was launched, but the vision was not for a long term.
Right.
It was with a great API. There are lots of marketing gimmick stuff in the Twitter communities, but with all that, there was not the utility which can hold the project, or some earning or revenue mechanism which can hold the projects, which we have seen very few in this 18,000 crypto. Very few project you will see that has a long term vision.
Yeah, we are still very we are not matured yet in the technology. Everybody is learning, right? So don't if it sounds too good to be true. I mean, Anchor Protocol was giving 20% APY. That's crazy stuff, right? You don't get that in the traditional financial banking. You gotta ask where are they going to get that money? How do they get that money to pay that everybody, that 20%? And then I think earlier in the news, he decided to create the foundation, right? To
Hmm.
actually put in $10 billion worth of Bitcoin, because then when you see new changes that is coming in as a measure of safeguard, you got to recognize that there was certain technological risks that they discovered. So as they take investors, as they draw investors' money, because if you ask Do Kwon now to not be in the crypto space, to try to do this in the traditional, he would have he would have been asked about track record, who are the programmers, what are the track
Yes.
record. You got to open up a corporation, you got to engage all these legal stuff. You got to have a lot of money and idea to generate money. But yet in the crypto space, you can just try to raise capital as long as you do a great marketing and offer them some 25 APY. You will get volumes of money that is pouring in, right? So they were trying to create the ecosystem of buy and sell and make transactions like the platform, like your exchanges. So
That's why, while doing lots of research in this crypto, we are almost a 1 year old channel,
yep.
right? And we did lots of research, whether it's a CFI, DeFi, Metaverse, Web3, all the areas we have done lots of research. And now, by seeing the website, we can see whether they have a vision, they have a utility, they can survive for a long term. Only
Yeah.
few projects like Terra and all those we might fail to identify early, but most of the cases we have seen that, okay, this is has this not going to survive or sustain for a year or 6 months.
Yeah,
But this
exactly.
was unexpected. Among everything, this was
Yeah.
unexpected.
This is now going to lead to a lot of things. Look at this. The industry experts weigh in on SEC hiring more crypto cops. So
Wow.
for you guys who is looking for a new job, maybe Manish, I think we should apply.
Industry
Yeah,
experts
I think we
ways
should we should
on the
apply. I don't know, guys. Let us know in the comment section. Should we become root zones to become crypto cops? Maybe we'll quit our full time job, become a crypto cop, and then start to reveal all the scams, Manish. We
Mm.
join maybe CoffeeZilla, and then we start to go and inquire. Anybody tells us this very high 20 APYs and all that, we go and do our fact study, and then we reveal the bullshit, right? So that we can see for, because guys, 18,000, 19,000 cryptos, 500 over exchanges. Dave say please do. Thanks Dave. So Dave is saying to be a crypto cop, no, a root zones cop. But yeah, guys, I mean, if you think about it, you have 19,000 cryptos, 500 exchanges. Only 5% are innovators. They
Mm.
are the market leaders, like Bitcoin, I mean, Titano for one aspect, right? They came out with a certain protocol that they tried to do the fixed APY, but of course, over time, now they're going to revamp to make it more kind of expand that token into an ecosystem, right? So there's a lot of plans in the pipeline, which will bring David on board to have that discussion. But we ourselves are always looking some new ideas, some new innovation, because we are in the disruptive domain, right? Not the cryptos itself, but within the crypto space, right? It's disrupting what the financial establishments, right? And that's why there's a lot of consensus needed within the SEC before making this as a full-fledged financial digital asset rather than digital goods. So now, which I believe in regulations. I like regulations. That's why most of my money and Manish is on we are on CoinHako. So CoinHako just received, they are one of the fourth. Even Binance, one of the biggest exchange, did not receive the license in Singapore. So that tells you a lot about how CoinHako is actually trying to align with MAS guidelines. So there's in there you can get a USDC coin, right? So as mentioned yesterday's video, stable coins come into two. One is codified, that means it's coded. They use this word algorithmic, right? Basically it's smart contract, and the other one is pegged to the US dollars. Now both has pros and cons. US dollars, we always spoke about the dying dollar, right? But what else do we have? What other measures we have? So SEC is going to come out hard on the stable coins very soon, and I think if they solve that portion, then all of us will have the first level of safety net for
At
us
least,
to.
at least they can do it for the CeFi projects which are there in the exchanges.
Yeah. Right.
Other ones, which is independent one, which is on open blockchains, that we can still leave it. But at least the famous ones which are there in exchanges, at least they can do some regulations over there, so it will help us.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to open up the chat now.
Mm.
Thanks, Dave. Always appreciate your support. So, yeah, Manish. So in September, I think the Coinbase. Oh yeah, guys, one more important thing. Coinbase. I gotta get out my money from Coinbase, just to let you guys know, because Coinbase recently on their stock market dropped because of the word bankruptcy, right? It triggers some warnings to move the crypto off the exchanges. So
I also heard of it. And
so I think, guys, most likely, sadly, we've been advocates for Royal Q robot. We have moved from Binance to Huobi. I've moved to Coinbase. Maybe now it's time to wind down that until such a time maybe one of these big exchanges gets the
regulated
license.
here in Singapore.
Yeah, in Singapore. Yeah. So sadly, I mean, I love that robot. Maybe, Manish, we might have to explore a similar robot that we can use in other exchanges like KuCoin. I don't know. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one, guys.
It's going to be a tough one. KuCoin, though, they have their own bots, but that bots, we have tested it out. It's not as friendly and as good as Royal Q. Royal Q was the best so far, whatever the robots we have tested it out.
Yeah,
and
it
the
was one of
simple
the-
thing is they have their tons of strategies, their experts, their captains who create the strategies. We can just copy the strategies and we can configure that robot.
Yeah, but the model in which that robot works was the grid. They had a few parameters. I didn't find that I was making money there, Manish. Yeah, that's
Only in
problem.
the certain period of time you can make the money. Yeah,
Correct.
Or else you have to keep pumping the money so that your bot will be
Exactly.
live.
Exactly. Wow, look at this. What is this, man? Suddenly the one drop here, $5 going up. Let's see, guys. I just pumped him the few money. I'm just
Maybe
curious.
just sleep and wake up during breakfast time. It gives you a nice.
Yeah. I don't know whether I just want to like walk away with this few $1,000s to just end the night.
Same. If we get like at least 2x also should be fine.
Yeah, agreed. We are up about 4x already, 400%. That's a good fish, right? We are hungry, we are fishermen. So yeah. But look at this, guys. Crazy stuff is gonna happen. And the best part is the UST. Let's check out what's happening to the UST. Let me just get on to the cryptocurrency here. UST. How much is UST now? Terra UST is at 40 cents. 40 cents, guys. So look at this. It's another crazy thing. A stable coin should be at $1, period. Right? So what's going to happen now is a lot of people lost trust in the smart contract portion. If he gets this back to $1, right, stabilize this, and then Luna may have a fighting chance to grow it back again. Whether he can reach his all-time high back to 101, I really don't know. Because there were YouTubers who actually bought it at the $90 per coin. So
Mm.
they will be looking to get out after knowing that this thing is in itself is not sustainable.
Mhm.
Nothing is, right, in the crypto space. And then if you look at currently now, let's check out what's happening. We have the SP 500 right now, went up a bit but dropped back to about 4,000. I think the support line for S&P 500 was 4,000. So but again, the Feds is going to raise price. Of course, the US dollars have been strong. We have gold, right? Always was an old day, the Charlie Munger's time, Warren Buffett, the old baby boomers always believe in gold, which is an elephant in our generation. So I don't really have much gold. Don't invest in that because it's way too
That
long,
is very slow way of,
very slow.
but slow and safest, I would say. But
Yep.
it's really very slow. I
So
I don't think so.
and you gotta have deep pockets, Manish. You
Mm.
gotta have deep pockets. $1 million, you just buy the gold, it moves up at 20%. You take out maybe a few
Yeah,
hundred
you got few hundred.
$1,000. But us retailers, average person in working hard citizens like you guys who are watching us, we may not have that luxuries of thing, and we have to come down from ground up, right? Start afresh. Basically, say live within your means, earn more money, invest the difference, right? And where can we go? The best place right now is maybe in the stock market, which I'll be doing some research over this weekend. So I'll share more with you guys. I know this is a crypto channel, but I might just give you certain things that you can base on certain cash flow. So you can play have a nice portfolio between the
Portfolio
crypto
between the crypto and then
and the stock market. Yeah. So total market cap now is 1.3, guys. Lowest, I think we are back to square one. This was exactly 1 year ago when Manish and me started off in the crypto space. Elon Musk tweeted something and this whole thing,
the Dodge.
about Dodge. So
About
he went
Dodge.
down. It was about that 1.3, 1.4 million. So crazy times, guys. And look at this. This is the the RSI is so low. But yeah, I think going back to Terra Luna, we can see it's so much action there now from 90 cents to $4. Let me just go on a 1 minute chart. Yeah. Sometimes it's always great to zoom out because if I go on a day chart, let's say this is a 5 minutes chart, you can see that the height almost touch $8, right? From 90 cents, guys. And we only live maybe about 27 minutes, right? We just less than an hour. It actually went up close to, let's see what we are looking at, 900%, guys. 900%.
Think
So
about if somebody would have invested here at 10K or 20 grand.
yeah, but we gotta also check the volume, right? The volume and liquidity, because remember we had this issue,
The
Manish.
liquidity, yeah, liquidity is more important because if you
Ah,
want to run out from the exchange, you will not be able to.
you
We had this
remember?
problem with the MNG.
Not MNG. We bought, what's the exchange? We used that
It
exchange.
was Hotbit.
Hot,
Hotbit.
no, not Hotbit. Gate.io.
Gate.io. Gate.io also have this issue.
Very difficult.
Very
Gate.io.
difficult if you want to
You want to
run
sell
away.
large, you better pray that there's buyers to buy your coin. That's why I love KuCoin. And Binance was the best. Had so much of liquidity. We can
So
sell
much
at any
liquidity,
time.
just one shot that you select the market price, sell, boom, you can take out your money.
You're done. Exactly
No,
done.
I faced this with two exchanges. In a very early time, I opened account with Hotbit to buy MNG. So there also face the same thing, and then in a Gate.io.
Yeah. So guys, I mean, when we talk about trader having the trading mindset, right? Right now, I have lost hope in this Terra Luna. In fact, I've never bought Terra Luna. I had some thoughts of doing the Anchor protocol at 20%, but I don't even trust the platform. Uh, and these are things that we can use, right? The blue lines is basically called the Bollinger, right? So if you have a trading platform, you can actually get the Bollinger. And typically the Bollinger, you buy it at the low. When it hits the bottom, sell it at the top, right? But this game slightly a bit, of course I'm on the 1 minute chart. If I change this chart to let's say 1 hour chart, you can see that we are slowly climbing back up. Look at this, right? 1 hour chart, we're just slowly climbing back. So you look at the volume of buyers. This green candle tells me the volume of buyers coming in very large, right? Very aggressive. This blue line here, maybe let me just off the chat overlay so you guys can see. Maybe just put this. Oh, can't. Yeah, that's fine. So we RSI right now was at 13. This was just maybe a couple of hours back. Now it's slowly climbing up. This is on the hour chart. So when it reached the height above 75, that's where most people say that it's overbought. They will try to sell. And then if you look at the yellow line here, this measures the 20 intervals of the candlestick. They just count 20. So if you put 1 day, then it will count 20 days. If you go in 1 hour, then it will just count 20 hours, right? That is lower than the 140 days. So when I look at indicators like this, I look at the low Bollinger. That's first point. Second, the yellow line is below the green line. Of course, the colors you can change, right? This is called the EMA. That is second. Then second, I have the RSI to tell me that it's over sold, right? Then that's where we can buy. I see a buy signal of people. The volume of traders coming in means there's liquidity, and then the bottom is the MACD. MACD basically tells me the momentum, right? So we went from seller, right? The rate tells me a lot of sellers coming in. It matches the selling volume, and that's why the RSI dropped, the Bollinger drops, the price drops, everything drops, and then I see the money flow coming in, right? I see this green, the first candle that came out maybe about few minutes back, and that's where we roughly got in at a price of $1 plus, right? So
Now,
so if we
now
change,
it's 4x already. It's hitting to the
yeah,
$5. It'll go by tomorrow. It'll be $10 or something.
hopefully Manish, I'm very scared sometimes. Sometimes some things can change, but if it goes in our favor, then great for us.
Great for
But
us.
if it doesn't, then we just walk away as losers. But think about those people who went in full on, and it's quite sad, guys. When I watch some of the things that's happening on the channel, some of these people put their kids' education fund,
Wow,
because
my God.
education, in most countries are quite expensive. They are not free. Other country believes in education, and it's quite sad that parents have to work hard. And even Elon Musk, in one of a recent video that I posted, said that even he didn't came from he came from the school of hard knocks, and basically after graduating, right, he came out with $100,000 debt, right? So when you see that people are investing in this, it doesn't make sense, right? So coming back to UST, Luna, Do Kwon started to post a lot of things. Basically, he's trying to tell people, hey, relax, don't worry. I'm going to tweet out a plan and hopes eventually UST returns to its peg, meaning at $1. Once
At
it
$1.
does
Yes. Once that is back, after that, this Terra also will be somewhat recovered.
somewhat stable. So still there's risk, guys. 50 cents now. We are 50% away. I don't know how he's going to do it, and I don't know whether anybody is actually going to loan him any money. I hope he makes a comeback. I think he did great for a young chap, right? To bring some new way to actually give back to the community. 20% APY. I think he offered really good.
Not sure whether the staking and everything is still available for this USDT.
Good question. Let me just see. So we had Anchor Protocol. Let's see what happened to Anchor. See, so this is one of the top search. My God, look at
My
Anchor
God,
Protocol.
look at that.
Wow, guys. So Anchor Protocol, what happened was, this is one thing that I dislike about things where it's not stable. So like in CoinHardcore, you buy USDC. USDC is not a code, right? It's not a algorithm. It actually is pegged by the US dollars.
Replica, yeah,
It's a
backed by the US dollar. Yeah.
US dollars, and you don't get the price like this, because it's no point earning 18% APY divide by 12 months and then pay back in terms of the price drop. So what we were looking at, this was what, $5, and now 20 cents, Manish. Anchor Protocol. Wow. I pity those folks who went in for 18.
For the 20 APY, no?
They paid back in terms of price. That means even after you sold off everything, you kind of break even. Manish, check this out. I think if somebody came in at $6, imagine you bought Anchor Protocol at $6 to get $1,000 you get maybe a few tokens at $6, and you were happy with the 20 APY, and then today it's 20 cents. This video that we are recording today it will be a lesson learned for all of us, that the risks in innovation, especially in a very new space, is very early. It's very early. So 50, 25, 25 is very important. Portfolio management. We still follow the narrative of Bitcoin. 50% should be Bitcoin, guys, or any of the top 10, if you know they will be in the game for quite some time. Even if you look at XRP, if you look at Cardano, they've been in the space for quite some time, but they didn't even move a bit, right? And it takes years for them to move, because it is not easy to implement certain things. Even the 2.0 for Ethereum, now they changed the word to merge, right? So you can say it's like Ethereum 3.0, because the plan of making that 2.0, certain things worked, certain things did not, and they decided to change in a whole new direction. So it's going to be a tough one, guys. Dollar cost average, again, not financial advice, still do your homework. We are not a financial advisor in Root Zones, more for education and awareness of risk management, right? Of course, there's only so much you can do, and now we're going to start to explore other alternatives, myself and Manish, this weekend, to find out how we can take the opportunity in the stock market also.
Yeah. Of course, we have to balance our portfolios.
Yeah, so I guess that's all we have today, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll keep you posted as we discover more of this crypto space.
Yeah, so today we thought to go a deep dive on the Terra Luna saga, the incident, what happened. So it was a form, it's kind of just a chat and deep dive on the Terra Luna incident. And from tomorrow onwards, we'll be back on our regular format. See you guys tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys. And yes, the video as promised.
How does Terra work? This is 1 Terra US dollar, or UST for short. It's a currency built on Terra's blockchain. The price of 1 UST is determined by how many people want it, and by how much UST is available. Let's imagine the entire Terra economy as a pool. The size of the pool is determined by the total supply of UST. If more people want UST, the tide rises, and if less people want UST, the tide falls. The height of the pool represents the value of each UST. If you can do more with UST, like buy coffee or invest in stocks, more people will want to buy UST, driving up its price. To bring back the water level to $1, we can expand the pool by introducing a new supply of UST. But where does new UST come from? At Terra, we've designed a machine that swaps $1 worth of Luna to 1 UST. Investors who predict UST will be more useful and used in the future can buy and hold Luna. When the value of UST rises above $1, any Luna holder can swap $1 worth of Luna for 1 UST and sell each UST for more than $1, making a profit. The newly introduced UST expands the pool, bringing its price back to the $1 peg. Now Luna is more scarce and therefore more valuable. During times of contraction, any UST holder can profit by swapping UST for Luna, raising the price of 1 UST back to $1 US. As UST becomes more useful in the long run, Luna holders are rewarded for assuming the risk of short-term price volatility. So how exactly does the machine work? When Luna is swapped for UST, a certain percentage is burned, and the rest piles up in a community pool. From the other end, new UST is printed. This process is called seigniorage. As more applications are built using UST, massive demand will cause price to deviate above the $1 peg, meaning we need more Luna swapped for UST to expand supply. Meanwhile, Luna becomes more and more valuable, and the community pool accumulates more funds. The funds in the community pool are reinvested to build more apps that use UST, and the virtuous cycle of growth continues. Investors who hold Luna see its value rise during times of expansion, and if they choose to stake, earn transaction fees on UST. Even when demand for UST is low, Terra's algorithm automatically increases fees so that validators are always rewarded with a steady cash flow of UST. With Luna, you can do so much more than earn passive income. Luna holders can participate in Terra's governance process, proposing or voting for changes in transaction fees, seigniorage allocation, tax rate, and many more. Luna not only collateralizes UST, but also many more world currencies like Korean won and the IMF SDR on the Terra blockchain. Much like the Moon, which stabilizes the Earth's rotation, Luna and its stakers are essential to Terra's stability. Join us on our mission to create a truly open and transparent monetary platform that no one controls. Setting money
Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock it tech. You want that chain, you better cop a vest.